نحن أصحاب المعاني لسنا أصحاب الألفاظ. الألفاظ الجوفاء لا تجدي. انظر إلى المعنى.
Question number 5. When a person is forced and compelled to quote from the books of the people of knowledge, what are the Sharia guidelines that we follow when we quote things from different types of books? Right. Because there are many books which are authored and many different types of authors. There are authors who are people of bid'ah, but they have good books. There are authors who are people of the Sunnah, but their books have mistakes. Right? So this question is asking, how do we deal in quoting and using these various different types of books? This is a very, very good question. And the Shaykh says, the books of the people of knowledge, if they are those who are from the people of the Sunnah, then there's no harm in the likes of these books, of course. We quote from these books. However, when we quote from these books, when we use books to quote from the people of knowledge, make sure that we present the quotations in a way that the people listening can understand, that they can grasp what is being said. And they choose the easy quotations from the books to present to the people, and in accordance with what is needed according to the situation. But as for when the books are quoted from the people of bid'ah, from the people of innovation, then there are different scenarios and situations. They are not all to be treated the same. And then the Shaykh says that the people of knowledge have divided the books of the innovators into three categories. The books of the innovators. He says the first type is those books which are pure innovation. They are pure misguidance. Everything in them is misguidance. Or maybe there's just like a small amount of the Sunnah, but overwhelmingly it is bid'ah. He says these types of books are not to be looked at all. Not permissible for the average Muslim to look at all in these books. And if a person who is an alim, a rooted alim, he wants to look into these books to refute them. So he says that in this book is such and such or batil, and he wants to refute them. This is for the alim to do this. And he gives examples of these types of books. The book Al-Kafi of the Rafidi Shia, and the book Usul al-Kafi again from the Shia. These are books which are pure misguidance. And likewise we could include in this many of the books of the Sufi believers in Wahdatul Wujud and things of this nature. They are written in order to promote misguidance, and overwhelmingly they have misguidance. So a Muslim keeps away from all of these books. The second category is that which is mixed with Sunnah and Bid'ah. There is Sunnah, there is Bid'ah. The alim who is mutamakkin, he has grounding, he can distinguish between what is correct and falsehood. He is the one who looks into these issues. He is the one who separates, he reads what is haqq, what is batil. Then only he is the person who can do this. He says that, however, at the same time, this isn't something that a person should engross himself in. Even for the people of Manhaj, he shouldn't engross himself in being involved in these types of things. And then he continues and he says that he goes on to give some examples of books which are like this. An example would be az-Zamakhshari, the tafsir of Zamakhshari. Zamakhshari is a Mu'tazili. He wrote a tafsir of the Quran. In this tafsir there are many benefits in terms of language and many other benefits that the scholars can benefit from. But at the same time there is the bid'ah of the Mu'tazila and distortion of the ayat of the Quran. Right? So these are the types of books. And likewise, the tafsirs of other people from the people of innovation, there's some benefit, some sunnah, likewise there's some bid'ah. But those books haven't been written specifically to propagate an innovation. Right? So the Shaykh says this is an example of the second category of book. And this again is for the scholars to look into these books and to extract the benefits from those books and to distinguish sunnah from the bid'ah. Okay. The third category, the Shaykh says, is books which are authored by the people of bid'ah, but they are completely free from bid'ah. Right? These are books which everything in them is from the sunnah. There's nothing really wrong in these books. He's not using the book to spread his bid'ah and his dalala, and rather his intent is really just to maybe support one of the Islamic sciences, or he's written on a topic in which there's no misguidance or whatever. He says this book doesn't have anything of bid'ah or deviation. The Shaykh says that in this issue the matter is open. He says فَهَذَا الْأَمْرُ فِيهِ وَاسِعٌ. This is a matter that's open, and he gives examples of some books. He gives examples of some books. He says Abū ʿIyāḍ is a Sufi. He's a Sufi. But what he did, he took the Sunan of Imam an-Nasa'i. Imam an-Nasa'i, the Sunan of Imam an-Nasa'i, the collection of hadith. And what he did is that he made a tartib of this book. He organized and arranged the ahadith in this book. So basically he did something that's beneficial. It's a beneficial endeavor what he did. Even though he himself is a blazing Sufi, blazing misguided Sufi. But this book in and of itself doesn't have any bid'ah, rather it is something that is of benefit. That is an example of what the Shaykh is speaking of. There are many works, old works, where some of the people of bid'ah have done tahqiq. They've verified the book, they've gone to the manuscripts, they've published the book, they've done some other referencing, whatever. A person can benefit from those types of books. So this is the third category and the third type of book. So this is the tafsil regarding the books of the innovators.